All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're looking at 10 truly revolutionary technologies that are building our sustainable future. We're talking about a huge shift here, a move away from the old, dirty fossil fuels and toward a much cleaner and honestly a much smarter way of using energy.
And you know, what's incredible is that this isn't even a new idea. Way back over a century ago, Thomas Edison, the guy who basically invented the modern power grid, he saw the unbelievable potential of the sun. It's like his vision is finally, really coming to life.
But solar is just scratching the surface. The next energy revolution? Well, it's being powered by things you would never, ever expect. I mean, could you imagine your garbage powering a jet plane? Or a gentle breeze creating electricity without a single moving blade? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it's not.
Okay, so let's get into this. To really get a handle on these new technologies, we first need to look at the bigger picture. We're talking about a fundamental shift away from our old, kind of clunky energy system.
This right here really breaks down the massive change we're in the middle of. On the left, you've got the old system. Power comes from a few huge centralized plants. It's fragile, and the power only flows one way. But on the right, that's the future. It's decentralized, it's resilient, and it's more like an intelligent conversation, with millions of clean energy sources all talking to each other.
So where is all this new energy actually going to come from? This is where the innovation gets really, really exciting. We are literally learning how to harvest energy from the world all around us, in places we never dreamed of. For example, when you think about wind power, you probably picture those gigantic spinning turbines out in a field somewhere. But what if you could do it without any blades at all? So here's how it works. Instead of big spinning blades, these things use an elastic rod that just kind of sways or vibrates in the wind. That vibration generates electricity. Think of it like a guitar string vibrating to make a sound. And the best part, they're super quiet and totally safe, which makes them absolutely perfect for putting right in our cities and neighborhoods.
But it's not just about stationary power. Now we're figuring out how to generate power while we're on the move. Get this, solar-powered trains. They actually generate so much clean energy from their solar panels that they can send 75% of it back to the grid. That means the train becomes a mobile power plant, literally supplying clean energy to the towns it passes through. How cool is that?
A lot of this innovation comes from this incredible concept called biomimicry, basically learning from nature's genius. For instance, architects studied how termites build these amazing mounds that stay cool in the desert. They copied that design for a building, and the result, it achieves 90% passive climate control. It barely needs any air conditioning at all.
Okay, so we're getting really good at generating clean energy, but that's only half the problem, right? The next huge breakthrough is all about how we store that power for when we need it.
I mean, this is the classic question for renewables. How do you keep the lights on when your power source isn't always on? Well, the answer is coming from a massive leap forward in battery technology.
So we all know the lithium-ion batteries in our phones and laptops, but just look at this comparison. This next generation, lithium glass batteries, they are a total game changer. They last way longer, they're not flammable, which is a huge deal, they charge a lot faster, and they can hold double the energy. This is the kind of breakthrough that makes a 100% renewable grid actually possible.
All right, now for what might be one of the most brilliant ideas in all of sustainability, turning our trash into treasure. It's the whole idea behind a circular economy where absolutely nothing goes to waste.
And the fuel for this revolution is literally all around us. It comes from our own kitchens, our own trash cans. We are talking about everyday things like food scraps, household garbage, even sewage. You can see it right here. This isn't some rare element we have to mine. It's an abundant fuel source we create every single day.
And the process itself is surprisingly simple. You just collect all this organic wet waste, you use some special chemicals to convert it, and boom, you've got clean aviation fuel. This solves two massive problems at once. You cut down the huge carbon footprint of air travel, and you keep all that methane-producing waste out of our landfills. It's a win-win.
But the ingenuity doesn't stop with jet fuel. Our food scraps are now being used to create a whole new type of solar technology.
No, you heard that right. An award-winning engineer figured out a way to make solar panels using these little glowing particles from discarded fruits and vegetables. It is just a stunning example of finding extraordinary potential in the most ordinary places.
So, we've got bladeless turbines, power-generating trains, batteries that are twice as good, and fuel made from our own trash.
The final crucial step is to connect all these incredible innovations into one seamless, intelligent system. And that is tomorrow's smart grid. And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. There isn't going to be one single magic bullet that solves everything. The real future of energy depends on having a whole portfolio of different solutions, all working together in perfect harmony.
So what's the brain that's going to manage this whole complex system? It's the smart grid. The best way to think about it is like an energy internet. It uses AI and constant communication to instantly react to changes in energy supply and demand, which makes the entire system way more efficient, more reliable, and just tougher.
The smart grid will be able to manage millions of different power sources, everything from your neighbor's solar roof to your own electric car. With vehicle-to-grid systems, your EV can actually send power back to the grid during peak hours. AI will be optimizing everything and even predicting equipment failures before they happen, creating a truly intelligent energy network.
So, from bladeless turbines on city skyscrapers to solar panels made from last night's dinner scraps, these innovations aren't science fiction anymore. They're here. The only real question left is, which one are you going to see reshaping your own community first? The future of energy is arriving, one brilliant idea at a time.